morning, good afternoon, good
Good
evening for
morning.
everyone. And beautiful ladies, thank you for joining me this Saturday morning here where I am. But for those watching us, put in the comments, please, where you are watching us from, regardless if you watch us live or recording. We are a global community. We are global business partners, and we'd like to see which part of the world you are watching us from. And today, theme is about fall, right? How fall is the season of restarting, refreshing, maybe starting something new, maybe just adjusting. So that's kind of what we'll share with you today on how kind of combine the fall season with our businesses. But before we go into today's theme, let's give a chance everyone to introduce themselves. So I'll start. I'm Dana. I'm originally from Romania. Bună ziua, bună seara, dragi români care mă urmăriți și dacă sunteți aici la versiunea în engleză, bine ați venit și sper să primiți ceva informații care să vă ajute. Dacă nu, luni veniți la sesiunea în român. I'm originally from Romania, but I have been living in Canada for over 20 years with my family now. I'm by profession an IT manager, but also I'm a digital business owner and a business mentor, and that's why we are here to inspire, educate, and provide some tips for those of you who are looking maybe for a change in their life and they are not sure where to start. So that's about me. Rita, good afternoon. Love your hair today, girl. Good to see
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you. I just decided to say, let me have a change of look. So I said, let me do this with myself. Here I am. Thank you very much. So, in regards to the introduction, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes. De donde nos estén viendo, pues me llamo Rita, soy nigeriana, vivo en España y estamos aquí para ofreceros una gran oportunidad online que nunca vais a arrepentir. Pues estamos ahí porque vamos a traer unas buenas novedades que os vais a mirar que esta oportunidad online es una gran oportunidad. Oba vambo we obota ke no wari ajam ye ne khere ye no ya ye no digba ma bere diane o we do me khi wa be ye ni me ya zedo na o se na we ke wa enwege o we do re business na do na gwale ke wa kana khwego no digba we internet a business na e mare na ni wado ni ma make na gwa enwege wa setting khwego no digba wa e pa ye ke wari aje because ma re baba na ni ma make na begwa wege Eminana or Sunu Kakabo with internet. So that is all by me. Thank you so much, Miss Dana. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rita. And from Spain, coming back to Canada. Kim, good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, good morning, Lana. Good morning, ladies. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. So my name is Kim. I'm originally from Vietnam and now currently living in Ontario, Canada for over 40 years now with my husband and a teenager daughter. I'm an IT professional full time, but I'm also starting my own online digital business as a side hustle part time. So yeah, xin chào mọi người, mình tên là Kim và mình đang sinh sống cùng chồng và một cô con gái 18 tuổi ở Canada cũng trên 40 năm rồi. Công việc chính của mình là làm trong lĩnh vực IT, nhưng mà bây giờ mình cũng đang sở hữu một cái kinh doanh số cho riêng bản thân mình và cho gia đình của mình. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. And going not very far to US. Mafe, good morning.
Thank you, Dana. Good morning, everyone. Well, thank you for having me here in Multilingual Podcast. My name is Mafe, living here in Arizona for about 9 years already, and originally from the Philippines. I'm working full-time in manufacturing and this proud digital entrepreneur. So magandang gabi sa mga nanonood ngayon sa Pilipinas, kung saan dakong ng mundo man kayo ngayon. At magandang umaga naman dito sa aming lugar. At panoorin niyo po kami ang aming journey as a digital entrepreneur. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Mafe. And fellow Romanian, not too far in US, Natalie, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Dana. Good morning, everyone. And thank you very much for having me today as a guest here. I am Natalia. I'm originally from Republic of Moldova, but I have almost more than 15 years living in Washington, United States. I'm a mom of two beautiful children. I work as a substitute teacher and different centers here around the Washington. So um, I'll try to say something in my language. Bună ziua, bună seara, mai precis în țara noastră. Salutare tuturor, sunt Natalia. Sunt într-un interviu astăzi la Dana în ospiție. Dana e din România. Noi facem un interviu legat de un business online, ceea ce ne permite, pe lângă jobul care îl avem full-time, să facem un buget aparte, să zic așa, care ne dă o motivație și o flexibilitate pentru a, nu să zic eu a exista, pentru a avea ceva mai mult decât dorim ca de obicei. So also I want to say that besides my job, I start 6 months ago digital online marketing business, which I love it very much, and I hope will be my main job in the future. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Natalie, and welcome, welcome. I think you are probably the newbiest in this business from all of us, so welcome. Miriam, good morning. Good to see you. Oh, you are on mute. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, Dana and everyone. My name is Mariam. I'm originally from Egypt and I was born in Sudan. I live in Canada for the last 38 years now. I'm a mom of 5 and a new grandma for a baby 6 months old. And I'm a proud digital franchise consultant. صباح الخير عليكم، مساء الخير كل اللي بيتفرجوا علينا. أنا اسمي مريم حنا، أصلا مصرية ومولودة في السودان، بقالي في كندا أكتر من 38 سنة، زوجة وأم ل5 أولاد وجدة البيبي جديد عنده 6 months، وديجيتال فرانشايز كونسلتنت، وبساعد أمهات كتير وريتايريز يبتدوا الديجيتال فرانشايز بتاعهم. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Miriam. Wow, 5 kids and 1 grandkid. You don't look like my grandma. I keep saying that. Congrats to you on the new baby.
Thank you. I'm saying this to encourage everyone. If I can do it, they can do it too.
Definitely. Avantika, good morning, staying in Canada. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you so much, Adena, for giving me this opportunity today. And hello to all beautiful ladies here globally across the globe. My name is Avantika, and I live originally I am from Kolkata, India. I'm a Bengali girl, but I live in Toronto, Canada for almost 18 years now. By profession, I live here with my family, and I'm also a mom of 2 beautiful children. And by profession, I'm a full-time employee in legislative service for the provincial government. But at the same time, I'm also doing this online digital business. And the main reason I'm trying to, give a shape of my future dream, my future, my retirement plan, right? So that's why this is just one step at a time. So I'm really happy to join this digital business. We are going to talk about more in detail with the time. And just want to say a little bit in my own language. So, নমস্কার, আমার নাম অবন্তিকা, আমি বাঙালি, আমি originally from Kolkata, India থেকে, কিন্তু আমি টরন্টো, কানাডায় আছি 18 বছর আমার ফ্যামিলির সাথে। আমি একজন ফুল টাইম এমপ্লয়ি, আমি এখানে কাজ করি প্রভিন্সিয়াল গভর্নমেন্টের সাথে, কিন্তু তার সাথে আমি এই অনলাইন ডিজিটাল বিজনেস করছি অলমোস্ট 2 বছর নাও। আমরা আরো বেশি বিশদে আলোচনা করব। একজন ফুল টাইম এমপ্লয়ি হয়েও আমি এটা করছি, তার কারণ অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমার ভবিষ্যৎ। যদি কেউ কোনো এই সম্বন্ধে তথ্য পেতে চান বা জানতে চান যে এটা কি করে শুরু করতে হয়, আমার সাথে যোগাযোগ করুন। আমি আপনাদের সাহায্য করব। থ্যাংক ইউ। সাথে থাকুন। টেক কেয়ার।
Thank you,
Back
Bantika.
to you.
And last but not least, Janetta. Good morning. Good to see you. Can you hear us, Janetta? Oh, did we?
Don't think so.
lose her?
She's frozen.
Yeah, she's
Can you hear
frozen.
us? Okay. Oh, see. Hopefully she can join us back. So before Janetta is trying to figure out, let's go. Can you hear us, Janetta? No? Still not?
Oh, yeah.
Now she can.
We cannot hear you. No.
Janetta, you have to unmute. She's unmuted already.
Okay. Let's see. I think she's trying from the other phone. Okay. And okay. Let's see. Is this Janetta working? Can you
Okay.
talk now?
Yes, removing from the main screen.
Okay. We can
It's a
hear.
bit lagging, right?
It's lagging. If there is some, maybe close the other one because I see it twice from both. Maybe close the other one and keep only this one because we can hear you on this at least. Okay. And maybe while Janetta is trying to figure out that, let me talk a bit about what this business is about. So for those of you who may be watching us for the first time, or maybe it's the 10th time, but you still don't know what these ladies are talking about here on this live, we are all business owners. We help people launch their own successful online businesses. How we are business owners and how we are connected, we all use the same profit system, the same like online franchise that gives you everything that you need. It gives you the trainings, the tools, and most important, a supportive community. And regardless of your skill set, your age, or location, you can have your own business. You are your own boss. You maintain full control of your business, but you use this amazing system that, takes you from zero to CEO. Our platform has automation, has amazing marketing training. We have access to some high quality products that will simplify all the process. Although you are not having to sell products, you'll not have us here talking about products because what we are here to share with you is this amazing business system. And there is no selling or inventory required, right? As long as you have an internet connection and a laptop or your phone, you can run your business from anywhere. It's all done through social media. And beyond the tools, as I mentioned, we offer the mentoring and the coaching and the global community. I think this is really the heart of this business. So for those of you who are looking maybe for the extra income, for more time with the kids, but you're afraid to start something on your own because it's scary, this model comes not only with the step-by-step everything you need, but with the whole support system. And I think that's how many of us can do it, right? We never had a business before, but we are able to do it because this business gives you more than just the tools and some training videos and good luck, right? It gives you all this support community and a mentor and someone who takes you really, step by step and help you when you get stuck, because we all get stuck sometimes. So that's about the business. And let's see if we can hear Janetta. Yes, we can. Good morning. Can't you introduce yourself, Janetta, also?
Okay, thank you. Sorry for that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I'm Janetta, greeting you from San Antonio, Texas. And I'm so grateful to come to you. I'm originally from South Africa, and I'm a registered nurse by profession. And I'm also a proud online business owner. Yes, this is my business. I am the CEO of it. And I came across it when I was at my lowest, but the Lord's ways is divine. And when one door closed, another one opened, because I'm working as a caregiver, not able to practice my profession. But you know what? That was God's plan, because maybe I would have been very comfortable for where I was, and He led me into a different way. And I am so thankful for that, because, when we think that We can't go further. The strength and the ability that is in us is brought out when we are in a place where you don't know where to go, but to the Lord. Goeiemôre, goeiemiddag, goeienaand elkeen. Ek is van Suid-Afrika. Ek is 'n geregistreerde verpleegster wat nou my eie aanlyn besigheid het. Jy weet wanneer jy in 'n plek is waar jy nie weet waar om te gaan nie, gaan jy na die Here toe want dit is waar jou antwoorde lê. So vandag is ek 'n aanlyn besigheidseienaar want ek kon nie my 'n professie in die United States praktiseer nie, maar vandag is ek 'n aanlyn besigheid eienaar. Dit is my eie besigheid en dit is wat ek vir julle vandag wil kom vertel dat as jy een deur toe gaan, word daar 'n ander deur oopgemaak. So sit stil, drink jou koffie en lees wat ons vandag aan julle wil oordra. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Janetta. And thank you, everyone, again for being here. For those of you watching, don't be shy. Say hi in the comments. Some of you already said hi, so thank you for watching us. So yes, today is about fall, right? And it's about using that, I don't know, nature rhythm as a reminder that success and comes in season, right? And maybe fall is the perfect time to reset and either start something new or maybe look back of where you want to be in the future and look back of how much you grow since spring maybe. So success is about change, right? And we know it's not easy. Look at nature. It's a big thing in fall, right? When everything changes. But getting rid of the old habits, maybe it's not always a bad thing. And planting that new seeds, right? Growing in a very different way, preparing for that harvest in fall, right? And then planting, thinking for the future. So, yes, that's what we are talking today on how we can use this rhythm of nature to inspire us and to make us grow. And Rita, since I see you close to me here on the right, left, have you ever experienced a season of refresh, of fall, where you slow down and then you grow and you have to change and get rid of some habits, maybe? Share with us.
Yes, let me quickly just say yes, because that is the reason this question is really about me. That is why I said, okay, I'm going to choose this one. This question is an experience that I already had in my life. Okay, so I love it so much. And first, to fall, it's not something that you need to stay there. It's something that needs to build you up. Okay, there was a year before, let me say, before COVID. I had two incidents that would let me to fall down, that I would never in my life get up again. First, I lost my elder sister, okay? And secondly, I was fired for 2 days in this job that I am. Okay, that period was the worst. When you say nightmare, it's the nightmare of my life. So I didn't even know what to do first. I just sat down. When something like this happens, that is not when you need to make decision. No, you don't have to make any decision at all. You just need to sit down, reflect, look at what has happened. How has it made you feel? How are you going to continue after that? So that moment when it happened, the loss of a loved one, and also 2 days of being fired in my job. What I did, that is why, I'm a strong believer in God. Our lovely Dana you already know about that. Whatever I'm saying, my story, I always talk about God in regards to that. So in this case, when I fell down, what I needed to do was I fell down and I asked God to raise me up. So I was not only falling down, I was also calling God. So when I called God, that moment was the moment I realized, okay, this falling is not just for falling's sake. It's for me to believe more in God. So when I fell down and I call on God, it was a change in my life. That big change. And every time since that moment, I don't even care about falling anymore because I realize no matter what, God is going to be there for me. So if you are falling, I just made this. I don't want to go in deep because it's going to make me very, very emotional. If you are falling, don't think it's something bad. That is when you need to kneel down, call on God every time. Okay, you call on God every time. You see that moment, that is when He's going to listen to you. You'll be confused. You will not know. You'll be thinking, because in my language, I know other Nigerians here. In my language, you'll be thinking, oh, village people are worrying me. Village people are after me. No, that is when you need to call on God. That is when you need to hold His hands with your own power. So this falling was not just an ordinary falling. It's a falling to create more ways of improving in my life. And do you know what? Since that day, the strength that I have has been an extraordinary one. So you may be falling. Don't think it's for falling sake. No, it's for you to raise up even higher. And look at me, look at the way I talk about my business whenever we come live. I don't care about any challenges anymore. I still have other challenges after that period of time, that moment. After few months or a year later, I still had challenges. But you know what? Those challenges didn't make me fall anymore. It made me to even rise every day by day. And here I am, strong, standing strong, having faith even more in God. Any challenges that come my way, I just blush it. I don't even know. I don't even care if it's going to affect my emotions or not. No, I just take it as something so tiny, tiny that you will not even notice that I'm passing through that challenges. So my fall about this topic, the falling is for you to rise, not for you to stay there. It's for you to believe more in yourself. If you believe in the universe, that is why you need to do that even more. And don't let it weigh your emotions. Don't let it weigh your way of thinking about your future. That is why you need to dream more. How can I be better in this? How can I move better in other ways? And you will see how amazing it's going to be. So that is all I have to share, Miss Dana. Thank you so much for giving me the mic.
Thank you, Rita. Yes, and that's the right mindset, right? Regardless if you believe in God or universe or believe in yourself, right? That's the reason. And there is a saying that God never gives you more than you can carry. I think regardless if you believe in God or not, that's the reason. If you are in the mindset that you should go into a challenge when you feel like you're down, is not, oh, why me? It's like, oh, how can I grow out of it? Why is this helping, or how is this helping me to grow, and how can I use this just as a step to raise from that dark place that maybe you are at that moment. So yes, it's all in the mindset. It's never easy, but if something happens, that's the only way we can grow and keep going. But also, I think sometimes it's hard because maybe God or universe doesn't give you anything bad happening. But I think it's good for you to reflect and see, hey, what should I let go, right? So, Kim, what's something you had to let go in order to succeed, right? Because sometimes universe helps you and smack you, but some other times it doesn't smack you. That doesn't mean you should stay in that comfort zone until you get smacked, right? How was for you?
Yeah.
What did you have to let go?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, this is a really good question because I didn't really thought about it until you just asked, right? Um, so one of the biggest things that I had to let go of to succeed was to really stop watching Netflix and waste a lot of hours on movies that didn't really add any values to my life, right? I love watching movies, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm just kind of reducing the time that I spend on movies. It's just now and then. And I just realized that it was just stealing my time, is really a waste of time that I could really, invest in myself, my business, and my future. So yeah, just think about it. Netflix never pay my bills, right? Never give me financial freedom, and never helped me to build a legacy. So all Netflix gave me is just like a temporary entertainment while keeping me stuck at the same place day after day. So at that moment when I start to work on my business, I realized that okay, I have to cut down time on watching those movies. And the moment that I have shift that time into like learning new skills, building my online digital business, and keep my brain active, and everything start to change from that moment. And sometimes letting go of things that are unproductive, unproductive habits, was tough at the very beginning because I was really addicted to it. But it's also the key to create like space for growth and freedom. And sometimes succeed doesn't come first what you have started, right? Like when you start doing it, but it comes when you stop doing it. And this is what I have stopped doing it, and I can see growth out of it, right? So yeah, so that's pretty much it for me. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. And yeah, hey, we are not don't have anything against Netflix. Just to make it clear, we all love Netflix. It's just maybe the like Kim put it, right? The amount of we all have 24 hours in the day. But then you look at some people and it seems like wow, they have a whole week in a day, how much they can accomplish, right? So the secret is on how you prioritize. And if something is important to you, if something matters for you, you'll always find the time. No matter what anyone will try to convince me. It's like when having kids. Did you ever complain like, oh, I don't have time to change their diaper? No, because they are your top priority. You'll always find time to feed them or to change their diaper, right? When they get older and they don't listen to you, yeah, you may don't have time to listen to them complaining, but that's a different story. So yes, uh, find what you need to let go and get out of that comfort zone, and sacrifices need to be made. So maybe cut on those 3 hours of Netflix per day, and maybe do only 10 minutes, or maybe do 3 hours for a week, whatever it is. You can find time in your day or in your week in order to squish in something that's important for you. And maybe changing your life through this business can be something that's very important to you. But then there are still ways where you feel like you started something, you are on the right path, and then you kind of lose the momentum. So, Mathe, if I'll ask you, how do you, when you feel stuck, when you feel you don't have enough momentum, how do you reset? What's helping you to keep moving?
Yeah, when I feel stuck, I give myself permission to pause. Yeah. Sometimes I go out to my garden. It's my way of relaxing, breathe from too much stress like that. So in my digital business journey, I've learned that space brings back clarity. And I also go back to my why to remind myself why I started it. So yes, I also get strength from my global business partners who get inspired by their journey, how they face challenges and overcome it. So I remind myself that if they can do it, why can't I? It really inspires me to keep going. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Maha. Oh, yes, I totally agree with you. For me, same nature, getting back outside in my garden and actually doing some physical hard work, it helps my brain, see things differently and realize that you are never stuck. So whatever it is, try to find, maybe listen to music, maybe go back to that Netflix and watch it for 3 hours if that's what's helping you to get unstuck, right? Whatever it is, when you feel stuck, when you look back, you realize that there is nothing really something that major that should keep you there. Whatever it is, you can find your ways. Find whatever your click is, getting out in nature, talking with the friends, having, like Mafe said, right, being part of a community where you'll have people around you. And when you see them, full of action and full of energy, you cannot stay stuck. You have to move with them. They will push you, they will force you to get out of there. And that's why I think it's so important, especially when you are at the beginning with something new like a business, to have people around you that will, keep you the flow, keep the momentum, and not let you being stuck. Natalie, why do you think fall is a powerful time for new beginnings? Or do you think it matters the season? Is it in fall better to reflect? Can be done anytime, but what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, thank you, Dana, for a great question. So I think are many reasons why fall is the better to start. But yeah, we can start if we have a goal. I think season is not the main problem or the main point which we have to do. In other words, what I think also is great to start in fall because I don't know if I want to say correctly. I think it's subconsciously, we relax in summer, we don't do much work. And then instinctively, when the fall is coming, we kind of think like, we learn in school about ants and how they work in summer to relax in winter. This way, I think we also, people do this. It's coming summer and we have to start something new, to plan, to make goals, and to work hard until next summer to have ability to relax again. So I think in many countries, if I'm not wrong, September is the first month of the fall, and this is the first month of school year starting. And also, I think many companies, I had done some researches, they also, after summer and the fall, to beginning of the fall, they review their plans, they review what they have lose or what they have gain, and from there they go of new goals next year. So another reason I think is fall. It's the weather is changing. So it's coming more rain, more cold, and people tend to go from outside most of the time inside. So in this way, it's kind of better to have some goals to, I don't know, to say to stay in front of computer maybe is not correct, but people tend to be more inside and they can work and be more focused on their goals from inside, because all is outside is distraction. Other reason probably will be when the holidays are coming, and especially we have here in America probably, and I don't know if other countries have, but we have an end of November, which is Thanksgiving, which people always wants to do good stuff for others and to share. And I think this is also having some goals to help others is the best moment. Then comes Christmas again. You want to do something good for soul, for others. So this all together, they have, I think it's all completed. So I think for now, I have this reason. If you guys have more, you can complete, because this is what I know for me, for now. This is what I feel. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Natalie. Yeah, you give so many really good reasons, and yeah, why not start something new in September to have something to be thankful for in October in Canada. The Thanksgiving it's closer in Canada, and then November in States. And actually, I don't know in Spain if you guys celebrate Thanksgiving. Do you have this, Rita? Do you give thanks in fall for? I don't know. Is it you don't?
Especially in Spain, we don't give Thanksgiving. We give Thanksgiving every day, but not like in Canada. No,
Not
no,
not a special holiday. Hey, I like that. You're
no,
thankful every day.
no. Only
But hey, it's
Christmas.
nice. It's nice to have a whole weekend, a couple of days where we focus on giving thanks. But yes, fall, take it from the nature. And as you mentioned, right, a lot of companies, you talk as a teacher, right, the kids start school. So after vacations and summer and fun, you feel like, hey, I need to kind of start something. You feel like you have some energy to kind of make plans for the future. So yes, fall can be the perfect season to start something new, um, for all those reasons. But it's also that turning point, right? You already look back and it's like, hey, maybe I'm not where I wanted to be. So I want to maybe not go back, but how can I, get better next year or this year? How can I change my journey? How can I change my life? And Miriam, can you share with us a moment in your life when you had to a turning point in your journey, maybe as a businesswoman, as a grandma? I don't know. Just pick something that you want to share with us. When it was that moment, that turning point for you?
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna share a turning point with my career. I worked more than 25 years in corporate world, and 2 years ago, I was working in one of the biggest telecom companies here in Canada, and they decided to merge with another company in Quebec. And you know what happens at that time? A lot of reorg, a lot of let go of people, uh, a lot of instability feeling. At that time, we were waiting for our turn, who's coming next. And I remember very well one of it was a Friday day, and I had a lot of meetings at that time. And my youngest son, he was 4 at that time. He came to me and he said, "Mommy, come play with me." And I said, "I have a lot of meetings, and IT, I cannot miss it. And if I come to play with you, I'm gonna get fired." So as an innocent child, he said, "Okay, get fired, but come play with me." And I'm sure Rita will refer to that as an innocent child. So at that moment, I felt that God was sending me a message saying, like, you need to slow down and focus with your young kids. And Monday morning, that was the turning point. Monday morning, I received an email, a bulk email that never happened in my whole corporate career, offering us a package out, saying, if you want to sign your resignation and get a package, go ahead. So that was my turning point. And then one last thing happened, that my manager, instead of, I talked to him, I said, I'm thinking, and I was crying because I'm going to leave my whole career. And he said, Mariam, make sure you fill out what you have in hand to hand it over to someone else. So I felt at that moment I was just a number in this whole company that I gave my whole life to, you know, um, missing a lot of milestones for my children, missing, my time, freedom, my life. I was almost 50 at that time, like my whole life is gone. And I said, you know what? I'm accepting the package. I signed my resignation, and that was my turning point. Since then, I decided I'm not gonna be under another boss. I decided to look at another, business. I looked into different businesses, but nothing was with any mentorship. Nothing was automated that will give me this time freedom. So up until I got the chance to study our business model, and as soon as it ticked all the question marks that I had, legal, fully automated, like it will do more than 80% on my behalf, will give me my time freedom, the income, the return on what I'm gonna invest in. I jumped right away, and that was my turning point. And since then, I'm really learning every day something new, enjoying helping others as well.
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you for sharing. Such an inspirational story, and I hope those watching us will take I don't know, take whatever you want from here. Maybe the universe was there to give you a sign. Maybe your son pushed you there, right? Or maybe it was just the right time for you. Because also, I think a lot of people find about this business, they say they want a change, but then they don't take action immediately, right? Because you have to be prepared, and definitely you are prepared. And I guess the universe, everyone was kind of pushing you in that direction, right? Your boss, your son, the universe. And so happy for you that you found that at the right moment, right? And that you are here now to help others. And that's what
Absolutely.
another side of this business, right? That we talk about money, we talk about changing our lives, and maybe we don't talk enough about the passion that you get when you change someone else's life, right? When you help
Absolutely.
others. And I
Absolutely.
think that's a new passion we all discover after we start the business. It may come
Yeah.
as a surprise for some of us. For me, definitely was when I realized that, oh, it's not only for me and my kids. It's like, hey, I can help other moms, other people around you, right? And it
Absolutely.
gives you such a good reason to wake up every morning and think like, hey, whose life I'm going to change out today, right? But it's not easy, right? Talking about waking up in the morning and having those habits and changes, because it's we are not here to tell you it's easy. It comes with some work, with some consistency. You have to show up every day. There is no boss to ask you. You have to have that coming from inside you, right?
Needs
So,
commitment
Avantika,
from you.
exactly, right? No one cares. It's your business. If you don't show up in the morning, no one will call you. It's like, hey, what are you, Miriam? Get to work. It's like, no, you have to be consistent. You have to be serious. You have to put the work efforts. So, Bantika, talking about serious and putting effort, what habits are you using? What habits are you focusing this season or all through to ensure that your business is growing?
Thank you, Dana, and that's a wonderful question. I'm really working, on some habits which I'm trying to develop, in the coming months. So, as a woman, as all of us, we know that we have to balance so many balls, right, in different roles in our life. Like as a girl, then as a mom, as a wife, as a daughter-in-law, as a those who are working, as a employer, as an employee. So we are trying to balance all these roles, right? So over the time, I definitely learned that this organizational skill and the time management, which is something I'm really trying to focus to develop over the time, because before I was not really good that how to handle so many roles, when I'm only one person, right? But over the time, I'm trying to develop all this skill. So one thing I would say that whenever like at the end of the year, we always try some new york I mean like some new year resolution, right? But when you are really setting up a new year's resolution, it this is usually a big for the next whole year, right? And which used to be a little bit overwhelming for me. I used to write it down in my diary or in my calendar that this is something I want to achieve in the next year. But later on, I realized that instead of setting up the goals as a whole for the whole year, I tried to divide in mini or micro mini. So that means I try to do like maybe in the first 3 months of the year, I'm trying to focus on this area, then next 3 months, like I just try to divide those, because eventually I noticed that that helps me to achieve my goal instead of setting up a whole big goal for the entire year. So that's the way I try to do it. It's like more organized way. And I love to follow like my own personal journal, like a diary, or even I follow a calendar, which always help me to be on top of it, to be more organized. So that's something I'm really working on, and I would love to finish this end of the year, like only one quarter left, right? Like we are almost end of September, October, November, December. So only one quarter left for this year. So I'm just trying to see how much I can develop myself. And time management is also something which I'm really working on because of juggling my personal life, my professional life, and as a business owner. This is something I really don't know how to put some time in the business. So for that, I would say I learned something like, as Kim was saying, that Netflix was attraction for her, even for myself. After coming back from office, after having the dinner, before I used to stuck with my TV or maybe just YouTube. And on the YouTube, like one after one is coming, right? You cannot really stop. One done and the next one is coming automatically. So what I did, I stopped touching the remote control. And that's the way I thought that I can get rid of that. Like that was like a promise to myself. Come home, make your dinner, serve your dinner to to your family, wind up with the kitchen, and after that, instead of touching the remote, nowadays what I learned, I come to my desk, to my computer, or to my phone, and I try to give that time to improve myself, because I find out that, as Kim has just explained, so that YouTube, that movie, or that theater is probably going to give me some entertainment for the time being, but that was not really helping me to achieve my mission or for my self improvement. So that's why with this change, it was not easy for me initially. I must say that I was missing all my favorite shows, all those, but what I find out that this is the most effective way I can make myself more disciplined. And I started using that time. Probably I use, I watch our mastermind, which is like a gold mine for all of our business owners, right? I always try to get it live. If I miss it for any reason, I watch the recorded version, or maybe I'm watching some good podcast where I can actually motivate myself, or I try to watch any extended team meeting where I can get some golden nuggets which I can implement to for my self improvement. So that's the way I would say. At the end of the day, at the end of the year, probably I can say that I'm proud of myself, that I changed some of the habit, and I'm trying to put everything together so that I can start a fresh new year once again with some new goals in my life. So yeah, so that's the way I'm working on my habits, and that's all I can say, Dana. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Bantika. Yes, and thank you for sharing. It's not always easy to share the things that you are still working, still trying to figure out. And I'm sure all of us have that. Some things that we think we are good at, and you know what? You can become great at something. So, and for some people, coming easier to manage time or to be really organized, and some other people have a really hard time and have to put a lot of effort to be as organized as others. So one thing is, don't compare with others, right? Looking at like, wow, how they can do this. Try to compare with where you are maybe 3 months ago, as a band caster, right? Put those small things into perspective, and think of, hey, what I can do today, this week, this month, to grow for myself, to get a bit better. It can be about for the business, but it can be for a lot of other things, right? Even on relationship with your kids or with your family, you can always find some small things that then you can be proud of yourself and celebrate. Because yeah, those yearly resolutions, those are so intimidating. Who can decide on something on January 1st and then be really stuck with it, and by December 31st say, yes, I've been successful? It's so hard, right? It's so big, and you don't know how to achieve those. That's why when you do smaller pieces, it's good to have a dream and a vision, we always said, and it has to be big, but start to find something small, some small habits that you can do every day that can help you get to there, and celebrate those small things. Janetta, last but not least, for those of people watching us and say, yeah, it's easy for you to say you are already starting this business, even if you just started or you've been around, you already have that vision, you already have the dream, you are already on your way. But for someone who's new, it's still very intimidating to start, right? And it's like, I didn't start when you ladies started, so I'm behind. So what do you advise you give to those people who feel like they are already behind because they didn't start last year or last month?
Thank you, Dana. That's such a great question. Even for us being online business owners, sometimes we feel like we are behind. And what about those who haven't even started? But you know what? As long as you're started, you know everyone has got their own timeline. Don't let comparison, because sometimes we compare ourselves to other people, and maybe they have started long ago and you only started. So don't compare yourself to other people, because comparisons it steals your peace, and it blinds you from seeing your progress. Because as long as you have started, there's some progress. You are not where you were. So, and your story is unfolding exactly as you have meant it to be, because you have started something. And another thing is, delays don't mean denial. Sometimes God is preparing us for something that you have prayed. But you know what? Your mindset, your discipline is not where it has to be for what is laying ahead, for your answered prayers. So there needs to be some things that needs to change in your life. So that time of dormancy, I can say, is the preparation time, so that you can be adequately functional, or to be function in the place where you need to be, the work that you need to do. So don't always see that I am stuck, nothing happens in my life. No, that is a time of preparation. Just like for us being online business owners, our mindset was not like the mindset of CEO, because we were working our whole lives, and that is the only life that we knew. So our mindsets had to be changed, and uh, especially for me, I'm not where I want to be, but I see this time as preparation time. There are things that I had to unlearn, and there are things that have to learn for my business, so that I am prepared when people ask me about my business, so that I can give them the correct answers. So don't always think that I am behind and I'm not moving forward. This is a preparation time, and always see it like that, and it will help you to see that, okay, I'm not where I want to be, but I am moving. And you know what? Every step that you take, everything that you learn is a move forward. So waiting season often is building seasons, is shaping your strength, your patience, and your faith. What feels like a pause might actually be divine preparation. And every step counts, even if it's small. Sometimes we don't always see progress visibly. It starts on the inside. So there is some changes that you can feel in yourself that is taking place. So celebrate how far you have come, and don't just how far you still have to go. Because when we look that far ahead, you become discouraged. Just celebrate the things that you have overcome, the progress that you have made. It doesn't matter how small. So also remember that growth takes time. Nothing happens overnight. Even becoming a profession in what you are learning to do in the future, it takes some time. 4 years, 5 years. Doctors take more than 7 years sometimes, especially when they specialize. Even for us as nurses, we didn't just come in equipped, skilled into our professions. It took some time to become proficient. The time, or the right time, is your time. It doesn't matter where you are. It is your time, and that is the right time. It doesn't matter when you think like, oh, these people have started their businesses already, and I'm just starting. It is your right time. So don't let somebody else's timeline pressurize you. Your time when you start this business is the right time. So when you are working in purpose, and when you know with a full conviction, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to do, that is your purpose, and know that you are working in purpose. Even a late start becomes your right time. So God's timing, is never too late or never too early. It's always the right time. Shift your focus from speed to direction. Moving fast doesn't always mean that you are moving forward, because sometimes we do things so fast that you have to start over again. So do things properly from the beginning, and as long as you see there is progress, you are moving forward. What matters is that you are still moving, you are learning, and you are still believing that this business that I've started, I know I can do it, and I will succeed. And you put in the work towards it. keep your eyes on your lane. Don't look around. Do the things that you can do that will make you move forward. Because when you focus on other people's progress, you neglect what you have to do for you to move forward. And always faith over frustration, because when you feel behind, it feels like you are forgotten, or you feel like you are forgotten, especially by God. Lord, I'm doing the best I can, but I am not moving forward. You know what? It's better. Somebody in a mastermind said that practice calmness, because when you become frustrated, you lose focus. Reset. Just gather your thoughts. Think where you are and what you can do the next moment to move forward. Because when our emotions and our feelings are all over the place, you cannot really concentrate on what you want to do, because you're concentrating on all the other things that actually prevent you from moving forward, prevent you from thinking clearly. Use faith to feel your next steps instead of fear to hold you back. Because also when you think I'm behind, it's a form of fear that feels like I will not be able to accomplish what those people has accomplished, who has started already. You don't know what those people has gone through to be where they are. So don't let their progress hinders you. Trust what what is meant for you will never pass you by. If you have prayed to God for an answer to your problems, and He has given you the answer, and know that, especially when you are so convicted that this is what I am meant to do. So just have the faith that it doesn't matter where I am, whether it's going slow, I am moving forwards because I have prayed for this. And when the answer comes, know that the Lord will never give you something to do if He doesn't equip you. And with this community, you have people across the globe that will help you move forward. If you need answers to your questions, somebody is there to help you. And it's never too late to start over, or it's never too late to start something. Doesn't matter what your age is, the mistakes you have made, missed opportunities. Don't let it define your future. Every day you wake up is another chance to rewrite your story. And begin where you are with what you have, and watch what God can do, as long as you leave the rest to Him. But do what you can do, and leave the rest to Him. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Janet. Oh yeah, amen to that, right? It's there is no such thing as behind. If you are taking the first step, you are a step further than you were yesterday. And in this business, but I think in anything, but especially in this business, it doesn't matter when you started. Each journey is different. Some people are on the highway, some people are taking the scenic route, right? As long as you enjoy the journey and you love what you're doing, you'll get, and you know that you'll get there. You have that faith in yourself, because I think it's good to pray to God, universe, whatever, but as that joke that I keep saying, right? Someone keep praying to God every single day to win the lottery, and after years of praying, one day God says, "Give me a chance, buy a lottery ticket," right? So God will help you, will may make some miracles for you, but you have to take some action. You cannot just pray and help and hope for the miracles, right? So maybe there is a reason for seasons that are changing, that are shifting, right? And maybe this is your season to shift, to grow, to change. So take that as a reason for you to reflect. And no matter if you started or where you want to start, as long as you keep moving, and as Janata said, don't compare with anyone. Take that action and then pray for whatever it is. It will help you on that journey. So with that, we've been talking for almost an hour. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your story, your tips, your passion with everyone here. For those of you watching, you know what to do next. And if you don't know, reach out to any of us. We'll tell you what to do. Get to our pages, send us a comment. We'll get you the link for the free info session will teach you what to do next in order to make that shift and to make that change. And with that, thank you, everyone. Have an amazing rest of Saturday.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
weekend.
Enjoy your weekend.